This video was brought to you by Noble Knight Games. More about them at the end of the video. Hey everybody, Kimberly here, and boy is there nothing I like more than a fun drawing party game. And I've got the game for you, Scribble Me This. Now, I am talking some favorites. I just played a couple games at BGG Con this last year. I played Subtext for the first time. Really like Subtext. Really liked it because it's all about connecting with one other player at the table and knowing that you have the same picture that you're drawing. Another one, Monstrosity, never gets old. I love drawing the cutie monsters. A Fake Artist Goes to New York still lands. We just played that at my holiday party at the college I work at with a table full 8 people of all my fellow colleagues and friends, and just died laughing. It was so fun, and I did get to be the fake artist, which is just so nail-biting. Another one, Telestrations. I mean, I've got all the iterations of Telestrations. I actually played that before it became a game, when it used to be called Eat Poop You Cat. So love these games, and I love the laughs and the memories that are created when you have these fantastic party games. Now, the one thing that's really cool about Scribble Me This is that you want people to really get your picture. It's not going to be about hiding or, masking something. If you get a word on your card, you should draw it as clearly as possible, because if people get your word, and if you get everybody else's, you're going to get points. And so the whole thing is about getting points here, but it's not so easy. So what's going to happen in the game is that players are going to have this box of cards here, and they're going to draw a card. Now, I'm going to draw one, and I'm not going to show you. There's 2 sides to the card. So if you look at the card, you're going to look at the one side in secret. Everybody's going to get a certain number of cards, and they're going to receive a dry erase board that they're going to, it's going to be blank. This is already drawn on because I have it prepped. But this is going to be their dry erase board, and they have to draw the word pool. Okay, so again, you've got a dry erase board. You draw a card in secret. The word is pool. Now, nobody knows, and you do not look on the other side, because the other side is orange, and it says riddle, because you don't even know the riddle to your own word. You're just drawing the picture of it. So depending on the amount of players in the game, there are 10 boards. You're going to divvy up the boards, and everybody's going to be drawing their word. Then you take this pouch, and you'll see here, I'm going to kind of cover up some of the words. On the other side is riddle, 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 and you don't want anyone to see that, but you're going to shuffle up everyone's cards in here after they've drawn their thing, whatever it is. Now, you don't see the riddle, and I don't see your card in any way. But I've got 10 cards in here. I'm going to put pool back because we're not using it, but I've got 10 cards in here, and I have drawn 5 of these, and my husband has drawn the other 5. And so I don't know what his words are. I do know what some of the words are, and I've done my best to represent the words as best as possible. I mean, a lot of the fun that comes with drawing games is that people are not generally artists. So it's really hard to depict everything that you can whenever you're just not that great. And I will say, I did take my first art class last semester, and I really learned a whole lot, and I'm trying to bring that in here, but don't necessarily come from that background. So what you're going to do when you draw, you can't draw numbers and letters. You can draw arrows, symbols, and make sure that you draw your picture and keep everything face down and keep your cards secret until everybody's done. That's called the drawing phase, because everyone's just drawing, we're getting the cards all ready, and then we're going to move into the guessing phase. And the guessing phase is really, really fun. I'm actually going to be doing it with you because I don't know what the riddles are, and I don't know what the answers are, but you're going to read the back of the cards that have a definitive answer, and it's essentially the answer to a riddle, but you're going to be finding it in picture form. So again, just really dynamite idea here. You have to figure out a riddle, and you have to actually, know what it looks like whenever you see it. So we're moving on to this phase here, and don't necessarily look too much up here, but you're going to see down here, you have a list of your drawings that you know you did, and if you have more than just 3, just list them up here. I'm not going to list mine because I want us to all kind of have fun and go, because this is secret. You don't want anyone else to see this. And then for every single one of the numbers here, you are going to be adding a letter, because there's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. These are the answers to the riddles. and they're going to go in here, and that's what I'm going to write. And at the end, we are going to essentially be asking everybody, okay, where's, let's flip it over. We can see the answer to the riddle because it's all right there on our card, but we're going to draw them out one at a time. I'm going to skosh this over here, and I'm just going to line up the cards on the side so that we can actually see what, again, we don't want the answer. Now we want the riddle. So we're going to flip it over, and I'm going to pull out this first card right here, and I'm going to give it to everybody up here. We're going to see it. But you always have me with you, but always leave me behind. And if you go and break the rules, I'm something they might try to find. Oh no, forgot this is about riddles. Okay, so what do I see here? You always have me with you, but always leave me behind. A nail, whatever this is, a typewriter, a brain, no. These things, that, I'm something. Okay, I'm going to pass on the first one. I'm going to think about it. Maybe you see the answer out here. I mean, seriously, I do not know what the answer is, and I don't know which one it goes to just yet. So I'm having a hard time, but maybe if I can identify one that I drew and I know the answer to it, it might help me with my riddle, but of course I'm hoping other people get my riddle too. So I'm going to pick my favorite answer of all time that I actually saw on an episode of the other two. Pass. Okay, let's come back to it. I promise. We'll come back. Don't worry. Here's our second one. Number 2, a type of business, a type of print, part of your back. These are not big hints. Oh my gosh, I would never get this. I would never get this, except for it is one of my words. Oh my gosh, no one's going to get this at the table. Okay, a type of business, a type of print, part of your back. These are not big hints. I'm going to write down my guess for number 2 is B. Yeah, I tried to depict small with the classic sizes, large, medium, and small, and so I put small. So it kind of looks like a little, but the key word is small because it's a small business, small print, and then small of your back. Wow. And they're not big hints. Huge clue there. It's not big, it's small. Ooh, I love it. It's so clever. It's so fun. Okay, it's very cool. That's going to be number 2, but I didn't do number 1, but I'm putting them in order so we keep track of them. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I cut you multiple times a year, but you never bleed. I'm in your house, probably in the kitchen, to get your orders freed. Okay, so I cut you multiple times a year. That looks like cutting to me, but it says right here, but you never bleed. I'm in your house, and now I'm looking at what's in my house. I don't know what that is. I kind of do, but it doesn't look like what it is. I'm probably in the kitchen, and then this looks like kitchen. To get your orders freed. I'm wondering, that looks like a steaming cake or something. I still don't know what this is, and I'm not sure what these are. And again, we're supposed to kind of hopefully, no, nail, I cut you multiple times a year, but you never bleed. I cut you multiple times a year. To get your orders freed, well, I'm going to go with G. I think to cut you means to cut a cake. It's like a steaming cake. But I don't understand to get your orders freed. So maybe I don't get it. Let's see if we can find another one. Aha! Number 4. Firm and stable like the wood of a table. It's just a phase, Mom. It is and a favor. Firm and stable like the wood of a table. This is... Oh no, this is so hard. I wish I knew what these were. Okay, so I'm gonna try one more. I don't think that's the answer to any of my pictures. Firm and stable like the wood of a table. It's just a phase, Mom. Typewriter phase, nail phase, scissor phase, pelican phase? Okay, one more. We'll see. Done to a computer, watched on TV, found at the theater, a plan to help you drop LBs. Okay, so let's scoosh these up. So we have, okay, done to a computer, watched on TV, found at the theater, a plan to help you drop LBs. Prune is this one. I had to draw a prune. This is a pelican. Do you watch pelicans or find pelicans at the theater? Program. Oh, I think it's program. Now that's really hard again. These are, you could see, when you do your own, I'm going to put in D for 5. So without spoiling the rest of these, or without spoiling some of the riddles that are to come in the game, I'm going to flip these over and see if I can identify the picture, because I might be right with these, but I don't know what 1 and 4 are. So you always have me with you. You always leave me behind. If you break the rules, it's something I'm going to try to find. Fingerprints. You know, Lewis, you could have given me the fingers. I need the fingers. I need the fingers and maybe drawing a hand and then having the fingerprints on the hands and maybe pointing to like the fingerprints. Cool job, dude. Okay, didn't get my points, but you want points. A type of business is small. I did get that one, but again, I drew the small and I figured out that that was my card. I cut you multiple times a year. Oh no. It was scissors. So this one was mine, but you never bleed. Yeah. Okay, so I'm in your house, probably in the kitchen, to get your orders free because you got to cut out. So it was scissors, and I did have cutting, and I think everybody else at the table got this one except for me. So I didn't get that one, I didn't get that one, but it was scissors, and I probably just should have gone with my first instinct, which was the cutting. Thought I did a pretty good job there. Okay, so now this one, I don't know. Firm and stable like the wood of a table is solid. So solid. I didn't get solid. The solid was not mine. And then, oh boy, that's a tough concept. I think it's F. You know, I thought it was just a street or something like that. I wasn't seeing it as necessarily a blockage. I don't know what I was seeing there. So I think that was F, but I didn't get it. And then, done to a computer, watched on a TV, it is program. Yeah, so that was my program. And I essentially was able to get my program. Now, we didn't look at the other 5. We didn't see the riddles for these. They might have stumped me. They might not have. I'm not sure I did all that well, but I had fun. And I have to say, that is the real shining light of this game. Scribble Me This is all about having fun. And it doesn't matter if you get points. It doesn't matter if you depict it well, because as everyone knows, when you lead any drawing game, everyone always says, remember that round when you tried to draw solid and it looked like that and no one knew, or fingerprints that were like just hanging in the middle of nowhere? I mean, come on, give me a hand. Give me the fingerprint like square that you do when you get background checks. Like, give me just a little bit more information there. That's what you remember. Those are the fun moments. And so this game is fast. It's fun. You saw that there were the 2 phases. You've got the drawing phase. Everyone's working simultaneously, so you're all essentially getting done at the same time. And then you've got the guessing phase where you read out the riddle one at a time, everyone writes down their answer, and then you move on, and by the end you've got the 10 cards out and you just flip them over and you just laugh and you have a blast. So this game, again, fun, fast, memorable, and really clever with the riddles. I'm surprised at how many really good riddles that they came up with, because that's the core of this game. Is obviously, it says Scribble Me This, but it's really Scribble Riddle Me This, because this is all about riddles, and that's the kind of medium, that's the stage of drawing and guessing, and there's that fun twist. This has the twist. So can't give enough thumbs up for another drawing game that's not like the rest, but will absolutely fit in with my other absolute favorites that I play when I am around really good friends and at those conventions, because that's when you get to have all the fun. That's when you have the memories, and that's when you get to, of course, make new friends. So, fantastic, and that's going to be it for me. Go check out Scribble Me This.
Here at Noble Knight Games, we've been carefully growing the world's largest selection of board games, role-playing games and dice, war games, miniatures and paints, card games, and more. Going on 25 years now. Our rustic castle contains more game and hobby goodness than you can shake a stick at. Complete with careful packaging and the finest customer service the land can provide. You can buy, sell, trade from anywhere in the world, just like nature intended. Noble Knight Games.